Hi dynamic members. Today we are going to discuss about HDFC Bank stock price movement and trading in HDFC Bank using dynamic live as per the dynamic superpower trading method. So we are going to see this one entire week's trading in HDFC Bank, what all trade opportunities we had got, how did the trades go, why did we do these trades. So all these things we are going to see now. But then this video that we are doing about dynamic superpower trading method is for all those dynamic members for whom their trading it will become a bit more easier after going through these videos on a regular basis. And also those people who watch these videos for the first time, I mean non-dynamic members, they will also get to know how this dynamic live works, how people trade using dynamic live and all these details. Alright. So first of all, when I'm doing this video, now why did I pick HDFC Bank? Now what I'm doing here is every week I pick one script, and in that one script for the last 5 days what all trades have happened, I am conveying it through this video. But then this week I have picked HDFC Bank. It is because there was a good movement in HDFC Bank, there was a good up movement in HDFC Bank. Alright, many people who want to know about dynamic live, when they initially get to know something about dynamic live, they assume that using dynamic live it is only about intraday trading. Alright, so they are very specific, thinking that most of the trades we enter today and exit today itself. Alright, but then let me also clarify that many trades we enter today and exit today itself. There are also trades where we enter today, and if in case the price movement is in one direction, we completely try to capture that movement where we enter today and maybe exit the next day or after a couple of days. Alright, so all these things do happen in dynamic live. So there is this one example of HDFC Bank which we are about to understand. Alright, so let us go through these trade details. So to start with, I always keep saying that whichever script that we select to trade, we dynamic members, what we do here is we first try to understand what is happening in that particular stock as per dynamic live, what are all the informations that are already given. Alright, so in HDFC Bank what happened is, earlier the price of HDFC Bank was coming down. It was in a long-term downtrend, let me tell you, and as it was coming down it did reach a very important point where in dynamic live we got to know that this is a turning point. From there it started going up, but again when it was going up it did some up and down movement, and as it was going up, intra-week long signal gave us a buy. It told us buy long act now. So when did it say buy long act now? It was the previous week. Now I am talking about March last week. So around 28th of March is when it told us buy. But when it said buy, we did not buy it immediately. The reason being, when intra-week long gave a buy, there were already few zigzag cautions in intra-week as well as in ID3. So zigzag normally means the price can take a turn. That is the reason we did not enter there. So we waited. As we waited, on 28th of March itself, there was a zigzag breakout on the higher side that made us enter into a long trade. So when we entered, it was at around 1457.50 the price, and the time was around 11 o'clock in the morning on 28th. Alright, now I am supposed to discuss the trades that have happened in this week, the last 5 days, but the reason I am picking to start from 28th March is because in the beginning of the week we already had a position in place and then the week started. So when I have to tell you that we already had a long position, I should also tell you where did we take the long position. So it was on 28th of March. So the price that I mentioned, it is 1457.50. This is the cash segment price of HDFC Bank. Now when we are trading, most of us do trade in futures and options. Very few people trade in equity. So those of them trading in equity, when it told you to buy, you buy and you hold it. But in futures, we are looking at this cash segment price, and when we have to buy, whatever is the price trading in the future segment at that point in time, we just go and buy it. All right. Obviously, there will be some price difference between the futures and the equity market. It doesn't matter. Just buy it. That's the point. All right. Same way in options, if you're trading, you can go buy a call option. So that's how it goes. But then, considering that if you had to do it in the futures, how many points you could have gained and all these things you will understand right now. So 1457.5 is the entry, and then we hold the position. We did not get any exit on 28th of March. So 1st of April was the beginning of this week. So we had already carried forward, bought forward this long position, and we were holding. On 1st of March, what happened is the price of HDFC Bank opened with a gap up. Now, as soon as it opened with a gap up, immediately by 9:55 in the morning in Dynamic Live, there was a zigzag caution at the top. Along with the zigzag caution, there is also a dynamic system caution. Normally, when these two come together, we exit and reverse the trade. All right. But then the other reason for us to exit and reverse the trade here is, now those of us, if we had a look at dynamic system earlier, now dynamic system, the benefit is it gives us signals and information one day in advance. That's the beauty of dynamic system. So one day before itself, we had seen dynamic system in that HDFC Bank. We knew that if the price of HDFC Bank goes up, and if it comes to 1475, there is a long trend, daily long trend, where we have to be careful. The price can take a turn. We knew it one day before. So during 1st of April, what happened is, when it opened gap up, it came very close to this long trend. That is the same place where the zigzag caution also came. Now zigzag means the price can reverse. By knowing this, what we did here is we exited the long position and took a short position. So by the time we exit long and take a short, the price is trading at 1466.15 and the time is around 9:55 in the morning. We exit long and take a short. Now after taking a short, the price remained very flat during the day. It slightly came down, but it remained mostly flat. But somewhere in the afternoon at around 1:30, in ID3, we got a zigzag caution at the bottom. Now this is a tiny zigzag caution. Now obviously zigzag means the price can reverse. Now why is this zigzag important for us? The reason being, at the top we had a dynamic caution close to 1475, we knew it. Now whether the price will reverse from there or whether the price will break this dynamic caution and go up further, now that we will get to know only by the end of the day. So when this dynamic caution appeared, you can also look at the strength of this dynamic caution at NDC. All right. In NDC, it will tell you what is the strength and what side the pressure is. So if it is showing red in color, it means it is trying to put pressure downward. So, but then as we know that this NDC means next day caution, which means this dynamic caution will have impact or more impact the next day. All right. But currently we are in today. All right. So the day is still not over. Since the day is still not over, it can also happen that during the day the price can come down, but again it may start reversing from some point. By the end of the day, it may break the dynamic caution and close on the higher side. That is also possible. Knowing this, now what we can do here is we can consider the zigzag to exit the short position and take a long position. All right. So when the zigzag appeared, we exited short and took a long. The price was at around 1465.30. All right. The time is 1:30 in the afternoon. We took a long position, and after taking the long position during the day itself, before the market closes, the price slowly started increasing. We didn't get an exit on 1st of April, so we had to carry it forward. 2nd of April, what happened is, as soon as the market opened, the price of HDFC Bank moved up sharply. All right. Now when it moved up sharply, what it did was it gave us a zigzag breakout. The previous zigzag was broken on the higher side, and whatever was the dynamic caution at the top, the price was very comfortably trading above the dynamic caution, which means by the end of the day, if it can close on a higher note, the dynamic caution will also be broken. It means it can go up even further. All right. This is the meaning. Now knowing this, we already have a long position, so the decision here is, let us hold on to this long position. Anyone who had bought a call option, By 9:55, when the sharp up movement happened, they are already trading with a very good profit. So if in case they plan to secure the profit, that also they can do. How to secure the profit? Now, being a dynamic member, obviously you must be knowing. You would have known it through the training that we have provided. All right. So we continue to hold the long position here. If you are trading in futures, we will just hold on to the long position. Now during the day, on 2nd of April, what happened was, after the sharp up movement initially, later the price kept on trading flat within a range. By afternoon, what happened is it started coming down. Now when it started coming down, ID3 speed signal gave us a sell. Now normally when ID3 speed signal is giving us a sell, it means it is telling us to sell much in advance, I mean close to the top itself. That's the reason we go for ID3 speed signal. But the point here is, the price is already trading very comfortably above the important number. The important number is 1475. It is trading much above that. So we know that the price is going to remain very positive as long as it is above this. Alright. So any sell signal that we get, we try to check whether this sell signal is a clear sell signal. Is there any caution, or is this sell signal without any caution? That's what we try to do. So when the sell signal came, we checked and we came to know that in ID2 there was a long edge and a zigzag at the bottom exactly at the same time when ID3 speed gave a sell. So it was not a clear sell. So having understood this, now we decide not to take any action, not to do any trade here. We don't sell. When we are not selling, we don't even have to exit the long position. Let us hold the long position. This is the decision made. So we carried forward the long position for the next day. So 3rd of April again, as soon as the market opened, the price actually came down further. When it came down by 9:30 in the morning, ID3 mid signal confirmed a sell. Alright. Now when this also confirms a sell, obviously we see again whether this is a clear sell or not, because the previous day it comfortably closed above the dynamic caution. It had broken the dynamic caution, so it is supposed to go up. So any selling opportunity, we have to be careful. So when the sell came, by the same time ID3 long edge was there, and in intra week, the previous day before the market closed, there was a zigzag caution also. So having seen this, we did not take any action here. We didn't sell. We didn't even have to exit the long position. We continued to hold the long position. So from here, what happened? On the same day, the price started going up on 3rd of April. It went up, but again by afternoon, it again started coming down. Again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the same ID3 speed signal tries to give us a sell. But when it gave a sell, again there is a caution in ID2. It was not a clear sell signal, so we did not have to exit the long position. We held on to the long position. Now next what happened is, on 4th of April, the price opens with a gap up and it keeps going up throughout the day. No more signal for exit or anything, it just kept on going up. Alright. But then during this process earlier, on 3rd of April, there was a dynamic caution at the top, which we call it as a weekly caution. Now obviously when the weekly caution came, we normally wait for ID3 speed signal to give a sell. But since we understood the direction of the price movement, we knew that it is going to be positive. So any sell signal that came, we wanted to ensure that whether it is a clear sell or not. That's the reason we did not do those trades. But anyway, on 4th of April, what has happened is the price continuously moved up. We did not have to exit the long position. We just held on to it. Obviously, those trading in options, they could have secured some profit at the top. And then 5th of April, again the price started moving up. Continuous 3 days of continuous up movement, non-stop. Alright. And 5th of April, throughout the day, we did not get any signal to exit the trade. So end of the day, when the market closed, we were holding on to the same long position taken on 1st of April at 1465.30. And on 5th of April, when the market closed, the price was trading at 1549.55. Alright. It is already more than 84 points up movement, and we are holding on to the same position It is a single trade for this big profit. All right. So this proves that whenever the market moves in a single direction, either up or down, dynamic live guides you to capture the complete movement. How it does this? Now you have seen it through this example of HDFC Bank. All right. So in total, this entire week, if you take 3 trades completed, and then not completed, the third one we are still holding on to it. So 3 trades. As of the closing price, if you take, it is almost 93.7 points captured in HDFC Bank. Just 3 trades. But then some of you may think, the first trade we had actually taken the previous week, 28th of March. It was not the trade done in this week. Fine, if you remove that trade, take only those 2 trades that we have done in this week, it is still 85 points captured in HDFC Bank. All right. If you were to trade in futures and options, HDFC Bank, the lot size is 550, one lot. And in futures, the margin required is around 1,52,000 rupees. All right. So for a 1,52,000 rupees margin, if you captured 85 points in HDFC Bank in matter of 2 trades, then we are talking about a profit of almost 46,750 rupees. With a single lot, which means it is around a 30% returns on your capital. Where do you get this kind of profits? All right. And if you have understood, if you have keenly observed whatever I have spoken till now, we did not have to sit and analyze anything. We did not have to predict whether the price will go up or come down. We didn't do anything. We just followed what the dynamic live says. And along with that, we also try to understand the direction of the price movement, the strength of the market direction, using dynamic live itself before we entered into a trade. All right. That helped us to take a very clear, specific trade decision. And we are not taking these trade decisions when the signal comes. In the live market, we don't do that. What we do here is, before the market opens, we prepare ourselves. We note down what is that we are going to do. For which signal are we going to enter? If we get a sell signal, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to check whether it is a clear sell signal or not? All these points we note down before the market opens. We take hardly 5-10 minutes to note down these details looking at dynamic live. And then once the details are noted down on what you are supposed to do, during the live market, your job is only to see whether the signal has come or not. All right. What signal? Your notes will tell you. All right. So whether the signal has come or not, you just check. If the signal has come, take the trade. After you took the trade, which is the next signal where we are going to exit, you would have noted it down already. Just see whether the signal has come or not. This is all that you are supposed to do. And by doing just this much, it is almost 30% returns in HDFC Bank within a week. All right. I hope you've all enjoyed this topic on HDFC Bank. Like this, every week I will come up with different stocks. We will see one entire week what trades have happened, how good benefits that we have got, what kind of informations did Dynamic Live give. And I hope Dynamic members especially, you will find it very, very useful watching these videos. But at the same time, the non-dynamic members who are watching this for the first time, you will also understand how dynamic members trade using Dynamic Live. All right. So I hope you've all enjoyed. Wish you all the best. See you the next week. Namaste to all of you.